Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel DigiTeach. I am Sanjukta Kaur, a postgraduate teacher of computer science. In my channel, you will get all the videos of CBSE class 11th and 12th syllabus computer science with Python. You will get the videos related to all the practical concepts of Python programming language as well as the theoretical concepts of few chapters. So students, watch the videos till end, and these videos are very informative so that after watching the videos you can clear your doubt. So students, watch the videos, like it, share it with your friends, and definitely comment it, and you can ask your queries in the comment section. Thank you students. So students, now already we have discussed how can you convert a decimal number into its equivalent binary number system as well as octal number system as well as hexadecimal number system. That means we have to use the repeated division method. How can you convert any decimal number to any other number system? That means you have to divide the decimal number with the base of other number system. If it is binary, then you have to repeatedly divide the decimal number with 2. If it is octal, then you have to divide the decimal number with 8. If it is hexadecimal number, then you have to repeatedly divide the decimal number into the base of hexadecimal number, that is 16, right? Now we will discuss how can we convert any binary number or any number system to the equivalent decimal number system. So first one, that is how to convert a binary number system into its equivalent decimal number system. So students, as you know that the binary number is a positional system. That means binary number system is also a positional system where each binary digit, that is known as bit, that each bit carries a certain weight based on its relative LSB. Right? What is the meaning of LSB? That is least significant bit. Already we have discussed the same. So let us take one example. How can you convert? That is example 1. So how can you convert one binary number, that is 11011, base is 2. From this base you can confirm that yes, this one is one binary number, and here also already I have used the two digits, that means 1 and 0, and 1 and 0 you know that 1 is what is used for high voltage and 0 is used for low voltage, is not it? 1 is known as on, 0 is known as off. That is related to our computer electronic, that is ICs, integrated circuit part. So okay, now this binary number system, this binary number 11011, now I have to convert this number into its equivalent decimal, right? So here, let us write this number 11011. So as I told now that the binary number system is a positional system where each binary digit, that is known as bit, these are known as bit, okay? So each bit carries a certain weight based on its LSB. So LSB means this one is the LSB bit, least significant bit, and this one is most significant bit, right? So here that certain weight is there, that means this is your 2 to the power 0 position, this number 2 to the power 1 position, this is 2 to the power 2 position, and this is 2 to the power 3, and this is your 2 to the power 4. That means this 2 to the power 0, these are known as positional value, okay? So in binary number system, each bit of this binary number system carries a certain weight based on its relative LSB. LSB means least significant bit that contains the weight, that is 2 to the power 0, and you have to move from right to left. Is it clear? Now how do you convert this binary number into its equivalent hexadecimal number? Now just you multiply the bits with its positional value, then you have to add the values. That means what will you do? Just 2 to the power 4 multiply 1, because this one having 2 to the power 4 multiply 1, plus sum the values 2 to the power 3 multiply 1. See here in this 2 to the power 2 position 0 is there. So 2 to the power 2 multiply 0 plus 2 to the power 1 multiply 1 plus 2 to the power 0 multiply 1. After that you have to find out the addition of the values. So here 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 4 is 16 plus 8 plus 2 to the power 2 equal to 4. But if you multiply any number to 0, then ultimately you will get the answer 0. So plus 2 to the power 1 multiply 1, that is 2, plus 2 to the power 0, any number to the power 0, that is 1. So 1 multiply 1, that is 1. Now add the values. So it is 8 plus 2, that is 10, plus 1, 11. 11 plus 16, that is our 27. So this 27 is the decimal representation of this binary number. If the binary number is in fractional form means suppose 1 1 0 1 dot 0 1. This one is one binary number, but this binary number is in fractional form. Now we have to convert this binary number into its equivalent decimal number. So how will you solve this? Same thing, students, just write the number 1101 dot 0 1. Now positional value, just write the positional value before that fractional decimal point. This is 2 to the power 0 position, this digit, this bit having 2 to the power 1 position. Every time you just see this is your LSB. So least significant bit of that whole part. So this is starts from 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3. After the decimal point, students, you need to remember this is the weight, the positional weight, that is 2 to the power minus 1, this is 2 to the power minus 2. Is that clear? Now you have to multiply this positional weight, positional value to the corresponding bit. After that you have to add the values. So here what will you do? 2 to the power 3 multiply this number plus 2 to the power 2 multiply this number, 1, 2 to the power 1 multiply this number, 0 plus 2 to the power 0 multiply this number, 2 to the power 0 multiply 1. Now next plus 2 to the power minus 1. How will you represent the 2 to the power minus 1? That you can write in mathematical. Mathematical you can write that is 1 by 2. Multiply this bit, that is 0. Similarly 2 to the power minus 2. How will you represent? That is 1 by 2 to the power 2. Okay, multiply 1. Now you just solve this. 2 to the power 3, 8 plus 2 to the power 2 multiply 1, 4 plus this is 0 because multiplied by 0 plus 2 to the power 0 is 1. 1 multiply 1, that is 1 plus. This is also 0. So 0 plus. Now 1 by 4. Is not it? So it is 1 by 4. Now you have to solve this. 8 plus 4 plus 1, that is our 13 plus 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is known as 0.25. Is not it? 0.25. Now you just add 13 plus 0.25. So it is 13.25. Base is your 10. So the answer is 13.25. So in this way you can represent any binary number if it is fractional form. Then you can represent the binary number to its equivalent decimal number system. Now students, we will just discuss how to convert one octal number into its equivalent decimal number. Already you know that the process, the same way how you have converted the binary number into its equivalent decimal number. Here also we will follow the same process. So let us discuss one example. Suppose 372. This is one octal number, students. You have to remember in octal number you cannot store 8 and 9 as a digit. Okay? Because in octal number we can represent 8 symbols, unique symbols 0 to 7. So this is one valid octal number. Now you have to convert this octal number into its equivalent decimal number. So here what will you do? That multiply each digit of this octal number with its base positional value. Is that clear? Base positional weight. So here base is what? Base is 8. So write this number 372. Then this is your unit position. This is 8 to the power 0 position because this is the positional weight, student. So you have to multiply each digit to its base positional weight and after that add the values. Is that clear? So here 8 to the power 1. This is your 8 to the power 2. Now you have to multiply this. That is 8 to the power 2 multiply 3 plus 8 to the power 1 multiply 7 plus 8 to the power 0 multiply 2. Now find out the result. Your 8 to the power 2, that is 16. Sorry, 8 to the power 2, that is 64. 64 multiply 3 plus 8 multiply 7. Then plus 8 to the power 0, that is 1. 1 multiply 2, so it is 2. Now you have to find the result. That is 3 4 12 and 3 6 18. That is 192 plus 56 plus 2. Now your answer is 250. So this is your decimal representation of this octal number, right, students? So here we have used that same process like our binary to decimal conversion. Is that clear? Now next is how can you convert any octal number, but if that octal number is in fractional form, then what will you do, or how will you convert the same? Right, students? So let us discuss another example. Example 2. Suppose you have 24.6 and this one is one octal number. Now you have to convert it into its equivalent decimal number. Is that clear? Now same process. Here is, this is your fractional part and this is your non-fractional part. That means this is the whole number. So already you know how to convert a whole number, if that one is in octal form, into its equivalent decimal. So here we have to just write this octal number and multiply these digits of the octal number by its positional value, that is a to the power 0 and this one is a to the power 1, and after that point is there and 6 is there. So here you need to write the positional value, because after point the positional value is minus 1, 8 to the power minus 1. Is that clear? Now you have to multiply, that is 2 multiply 8 to the power 1 plus 4 multiply 8 to the power 0 plus 6 multiply 1 8 to the power minus 1, that you can write 1 by 8. After that you have to solve this. So 2 to the power 2 multiply 8 to the power 1, that is 16 plus 4, because 8 to the power 0 is 1, 1 multiply 4, that is 4 plus, this is your 3 by 4. Is not it? So 3 by 4, that is, you can just divide this. When you divide, then you will get 0.75. So here 16 plus 4, that is 20, 20 plus 0.75. Now your answer is 20.75. So this is your decimal representation, that is 20.75. So this is your octal representation, and the equivalent decimal representation of this particular octal number is 20.75. So all of you, I hope that all of you understood the concept. That means how can you convert any octal number into its equivalent decimal number. Now students, we will discuss how can we convert a hexadecimal number into its equivalent decimal. So a hexadecimal number can be converted to its equivalent decimal number by multiplying each digit of the hexadecimal number to its base positional weight. After that we have to add the values, right? Let us take one example, that is 356. This one is my hexadecimal number. Now I have to convert this number into its equivalent decimal. So the same way, just write the positional value or positional weight. This is our 16 to the power 0. This is 16 to the power 1, because base is 16. So this is 16 to the power 2. Now you have to multiply this positional value to the digits, right? So here you will get 16 to the power 2 multiply 3, 8. After that, add the values. So 5 multiply 16 to the power 1 plus 6 multiply 16 to the power 0. Now this is 256 multiply 3, because 16 to the power 2 is 256 plus this is your 80 plus 6. Now 256 multiply 3, that is 768 plus 86. Now this is our 854. So 854. So students, hope all of you understood the concept. Just write the positional weight. After that, multiply the positional weight to each digits, then add the values. Then finally, you will get the equivalent decimal number of this particular hexadecimal number. Now, second question is, if your hexadecimal number is in fractional form, then how will you convert into its equivalent decimal? So let us do the same. Now students, if we will convert our hexadecimal number, but if it is a fractional number, then how will you convert? Suppose 56.08, this is your hexadecimal number. Now how can you convert this hexadecimal number into its equivalent decimal? So here the same thing students, just write this number and after that mention the positional value of this hexadecimal number system. This is your decimal point. So before the decimal point, the positional value is 0, 16 to the power 0. This is your 16 to the power 1. After the decimal point, the positional value of this hexadecimal number is 16 to the power minus 1 and this one is 16 to the power minus 2. Now you have to multiply, is not it? Then 5 multiply 16 to the power 1 plus 6 multiply 16 to the power 0 plus 0 multiply 16 to the power minus 1. So you can write 1 by 16 plus 8 multiply 16 to the power minus 2. So 16 to the power minus 2 can be represented by 1 by 16 square. Is not it? After that find the values. 16 5 is 80 plus this is 16 to the power 0, that is 1. 16 to the power 0 is 1. So 1 multiply 6, that is 6 plus this is also 0. Because if you are multiplying any number to 0, then you will get the answer 0. After that 8 multiply 1 by 16 square. So it is 256. Is not it? After that, this is your 86 plus, if you divide 8 by 256, then you will get one fractional number, that is 0.03125. If you divide 8 to 256, then your fractional number you will get, that is 0.03125. Now you have to add this, that is 86.03125. This is your decimal number. So write the answer 86.03125. So in this way you can convert a hexadecimal number, but if it is fractional form, then you have to follow the same process. Hope students you have understood the concept. That means how can you convert any number system into its equivalent decimal number system. Before that we have discussed that how can you convert a decimal number system into its equivalent octal, binary or hexadecimal, right? Take the screenshot please. Now students, we will discuss the conversion of binary number system to octal number system. Already you know that if you have one binary number, then you know how to convert this binary number into its equivalent decimal. After getting the decimal representation of this binary number, then you can convert this decimal number into its octal representation. This is one way. This way you can solve the problem. But there is another way. But before discussing the same, I want to discuss how can you represent any octal symbol into its equivalent binary. So octal symbols or octal digits starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now if this one is octal number, now what is the binary representation of this octal number? Octal means students, octal means base is 8, is not it? So base equal to 8 and 8 means 2 to the power 3. Okay. So 2 to the power 3 equal to 8. So when you represent any octal symbol into its equivalent binary, then you have to represent the same with 3 bits. Remember students, if you want to represent any octal digit or octal symbol to its equivalent binary, at that time you have to represent the same by using 3 bits. Okay. So 0 is represented by 0, 0, 0, 0. Similarly, if 0 is the octal number, octal digit, then this is represented by 0, 0, 0. 1 is represented by 0, 0, 1. 2 is represented by 0, 1, 0. 3 is represented by 0, 1, 1. 4 is represented by 1, 0, 0. 5 is represented by 1, 0, 1. 6 is represented by 1, 1, 0. And 7 is represented by 1, 1, 1. So here, actually there is the, that means one concept is there. Just you have to find out, suppose 5. You have to repeatedly divide this 5 by 2 because you want to convert this 5 to its equivalent binary. So you will get 2 to the 4. So remainder is 1. 2 1s are 2. The remainder is 0. So the binary representation of 5 is 1, 0, 1. Now you are representing that octal to binary, so you have to use that these 3 bits only. So 1, 0, 1 is not it. But if you are going to represent this 2, suppose 2 is one octal number, now you have to represent it into its equivalent binary. So repeatedly divided by 2, so 2 1s are 2, the remainder is 0, so that is 1, 0. But now this one is as octal number, so you have to use 3 bits. So before this 1, you have to add 1, 0. So it is 0, 1, 0. So in this way, you should know that octal representation of 0 is, binary representation of octal number 0 is 0, 0, 0. Similarly, 1 is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, and so on. Now let us consider the problem. How do you convert any binary to octal directly? Okay. So here we have to convert the octal digit with 3 bits. That means, suppose binary number, let us discuss one example, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. So this is my binary number. Now I have to convert this into its octal representation. So the step is what? Group in 3 bits. Starting from LSB, least significant bit. So which one is that least significant bit place? This is your least significant bit. Now you have to group 3 bits. That means here this is 3 bits. That means you have to make a group. Similarly, this one is another 3 bits, and here 1 is there. So you have to add 1 0 in the left side of this. So this one is another 3 bits. Is not it? After that, you have to find out its octal representation. That means 0 1 1. So here you check 0 1 1. So 0 1 1 is known as 3. 0 1 0. So 0 1 1 0 is octal representation is 2. 1 1 0, that is your 6. 1 1 0 is 6. So here the answer is 3 2 6. Hope all of you understood the concept. Again I want to explain. First you write the binary numbers, and after that group in 3 bits starting from LSB. Suppose here 3 bits I have made a group. Another 3 bits I have made a group. Here 2 bits are there, so I added 1 0. So 0 1 1, then I have made a group. Now you have to find out the equivalent octal representation of these binary bits. Is that clear? So this is 0 1 1, that is 3, 0 1 0, that is 2, 1 1 0, that is 6. So this is 3 2 6. Hope all of you understood. But again, if that second example we will discuss, if your binary number is in fractional form, let us do the same. 1 0 1 1 0 dot 0 1 0 1. So already this one is in fractional form, is not it? Now I have to convert it into its equivalent octal. So this one is whole number. So LSB, this from the LSB you have to make 3 groups. So this is 1 1 0 one group. Another 0 I have to add. So this is another group. But after that point, from this number, that means after point you have to make a group. So this is first group, and here only 1 is there, so you have to add 2 0, so that you have to make another group. Okay, now you have to find out the equivalent octal representation of this binary group. So this is 0 1 0. So 0 1 0, you can check it, that is 2. Here I am also writing 2. This is 1 1 0. This is your 6. This is 0 1 0. Again it is 2. 1 0 0. This is your 4. So your octal representation of this binary number is 26.24. 26.24. So this is the octal representation of this binary number. But here you need to remember the binary representation of octal number. But you should remember that when you represent any octal digit to its equivalent binary, then you have to make 3 bits. Okay. So 0 can be represented by 0 0 0. 1 is represented by 0 1 1 0 0 1, and so on. Now students, we will discuss how can you convert one octal number into its equivalent binary number system, right? So let us take one example. Suppose 374 base 8, and we have to convert this octal number into its equivalent binary number. So what will you do? Each octal digit is represented by to its 3 bits binary equivalent. That means here 374, these are the octal digits. So each octal digit is converted to its 3 bits binary equivalent. 3 bits binary equivalent means 4 is represented by 100, 7 is represented by 111, 3 is represented by 011. Is not it? So when you convert one octal number into its equivalent binary number system, so what will you do? Each octal digit is converted to its 3 bits binary equivalent. After that, just write these bits. So 011, 111, 100. Just you have to write these binary bits. So in this way, you can convert any octal number to its binary equivalent binary number system. Hope all of you understood the concept. Take the screenshot, please. Now students, we will discuss how to convert any binary number to hexadecimal number system. So there is very simple formula that you can convert one binary number system into decimal, that you know, decimal number system. After that you can convert this decimal number into its equivalent hexadecimal. Okay. So this is the one way. In this way you can convert any binary number into its equivalent hexadecimal number. But there is the second way also. So here what will you do? First of all, group in 4 bits. Hexadecimal number, that means 16 is the base, And you know that 16 is the base. So you can represent this 16 as 2 to the power 4. So you have to make 4 bits. That means one group having 4 bits. Okay. So group in 4 bits starting from LSB of that binary number. After that, each group is converted into its hexa equivalent. So here first I want to say you that if that hexadecimal number 0, then your binary representation is 0, 0, 0, 0. If your hexadecimal number is 1, then you can represent that 1 as 0, 0, 0, 1. Similarly, 2 can be represented by 0. 4 bits you need, students. Okay, so 0, 0, 1, 0. Similarly, if it is 3, that is 0, 0, 1, 1. If it is 4, 0, 1, 0, 0. If it is 5, then 0, 1, 0, 1. If it is 6, then 0, 1, 1, 0. If it is 7, 0, 1, 1, 1. If it is 8, your binary representation of this hexadecimal digit, that is 8, is 1, 0, 0, 0. If it is 9, it is 1, 0, 0, 1. For 10, 1, 0, 1, 0. For 11, 1, 0, 1, 1. For 12, 1, 1, 0, 0. For 13, it is 1, 1, 0, 1. For 14, for 12, it is 1, 1, 0, 1. For 13, it is 1, 1, 0, 1. For 14, 1, 1, 1, 0. For 15, 1, 1, 1, 1. Right, students? So these are the hexadecimal digit and these are the equivalent binary representation. That means here we have to make 4 bits. That means we have to make a group of 4 bits. Right, students? So let us discuss one example. Suppose my example is 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Suppose this one is one binary number. Now I have to convert this binary number into its equivalent hexadecimal number. So first what you need to do, that group in 4 bits starting from LSB. So just I am writing the number 10, 10, 1110, 10. So this is my LSB part, least significant bit, is not it? So you have to group in 4 bits. So this is one group starting from LSB. This is your second group, and here 2 bits are left, students. So you have to make 4 bits. Okay. So you have to make a group of 4 bits. So add 2 0 after that. Now next is what? Each group is converted into its hexa equivalent. Hexa equivalent means now you have to search 0, 0, 1, 0. So 0, 0, 1, 0. Then hexa equivalent is what? 2. Similarly here 1, 0, 1, 1. So 1, 0, 1, 1. The hexa equivalent is 11. 1, 0, 1, 0. This is your 2 to the power 3 position, 8. This is your 2 position, so it is 10. Now you cannot write 11 and 10 as it is because this is your hexa representation. So 2, this is 10 is represented by B and 11 is represented by B and 10 is represented by A. Because you know that hexadecimal is a number system that consists of alphabet as well as numbers. So the answer is 2B, A. Hope all of you understood the concept. How can you convert one binary number into its equivalent hexadecimal number? Now students, we will see how can you convert one hexadecimal number into its equivalent binary number system. So the process is the same. You can convert the hexadecimal number to equivalent decimal, then you can convert decimal to binary. Is not it? But directly also you can do. So in this process, let's take the example. Suppose 3BF 0.5C. This is very easy process, students. Only you need to understand. So this is my hexadecimal number. Now I have to just represent this hexadecimal number into its equivalent binary. Okay. Now what you need to do, each hexadigit can be converted into its 4 bits binary equivalent. Each hexadigit. That means this is one hexadigit, this is another one, this is another one, this is also another one, and this is another one. So you need to represent the binary equivalent of each digits. Okay. So let's start with 3. So 3 is represented by, here you can see 0, 0, 1, 1. So you can write 4 bits, that 0, 0, 1, 1. Now B. B means what? B is 11. So 11 is represented by 8. Yes, it is 8. Then 0, 1. 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. That is your 11. So 11, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 11 is represented by 10 is represented by 1010, 11 is represented by 1011. So here 1011. Now next F. F means what? F is 15. So 15 is represented by 1111 and 5. 5 is represented by 0101 and C. C stands for 12. That means 12 is represented by C. So 12 is what? 1100. Now you just write all these binary digits, that is 0011, 1011, 1111. Point, because here point is there. Now write down 0101 1100. So this is the binary representation of this hexadecimal number. Hope all of you understood the concept, students. So students, practice all the questions and solve whatever the questions are there in your textbook. And students, like my channel and subscribe it and watch the videos till end, students. This is very informative video because here already I have discussed conversion of all number system, any number system to all other number systems. So this one is very informative, students. So you need to watch the video from starting to end. Hope all of you understood all the concept. Thank you, students.